Members of a far-right group are to go on trial in Paris on Tuesday accused of plotting to assassinate Emmanuel Macron as part of an attempted coup. Prosecutors say members of a group called Les Barjols planned to attack the president with a knife during an official visit to northeast France in November 2018. Detectives who went to phone conversations during the 4-year investigation claimed there were also plans to kill migrants and attack mosques as well as evidence of antisemitism, but none of the alleged plots was carried out. Defense lawyers say the group's threats were just talk and there was no concrete or imminent threat to Macron. Far-right activists go on trial accused of plot to assassinate Macron. Alleged plotters planned to attack president during visit to northeast France in 2018, say prosecutors. Emmanuel Macron, defense lawyers say the group's threats were just talk and there was no concrete or imminent threat to the president. Photograph, blonde at elite Polsberg Shutterstock. Kim Wilshire in Paris, 17 June 2023, 9.9 gun. Members of a far-right group are to go on trial in Paris on Tuesday accused of plotting to assassinate Emmanuel Macron as part of an attempted coup. Prosecutors say members of a group called Les Barjols planned to attack the president with a knife during an official visit to northeast France in November 2018. Detectives who bought telephone conversations during the 4-year investigation claimed there were also plans to kill migrants and attack mosques as well as evidence of antisemitism, but none of the alleged plots was carried out. Defense lawyers say the group's threats were just talk and there was no concrete or imminent threat to Macron. The absence of any criminal actions allowed prosecutors to downgrade the charges against those on trial, 12 men and a woman aged between 26 and 66. Luso Khalad, a defense lawyer, said the prosecution's case was based on the fiction that a violent act was going to happen. Les Barjols, a nationalist and an immigration group using the nickname Locals in Mali, gave soldiers taking part in France's 2013-14 civil military operation, was formed on Facebook around the beginning of 2017. Arrests followed a tip-off to France's interior security services suggesting a far-right activist based in the Alps region was planning to attack Macron in November 2018 during a First World War Armistice Day commemoration at Verdun in northeast France. Its prison leader, Denis Collinet, an unemployed man in his 60s and a former activist for the far-right Front National, now the Rassemblement National, and the National Rally, was arrested in 2020. Prosecutors claim the group, which had 5,000 members at one point, also conspired to kidnap members of parliament and overthrow the government. Some meetings included paramilitary-style shooting practice and training in first aid. The woman in the dock, who has not been named, is a 53-year-old former military secretary from the Dordogne, who held one Les Barjols meeting at her home. During raids, the members' property officers say they found firearms including an M16 assault rifle and instructions on how to make explosives. Police allegedly found a knife in the home of Les Barjols member Jean-Pierre Boyer, 66, when they arrested him days before Macron's visit. However, during questioning, Boyer insisted it was all just angry talk. He admits there were discussions, but they never went any further. Boyer's lawyer, Olivia Ronan, told Agence France Presse, "What was presented to us as a planned attack on the President of the Republic is in fact the beginnings of the Yellow Vest," Ronan added. One group member held dissenting views on government and made comments that were sometimes extreme. The defense lawyer Gabriel Duminel said, "But does that mean that they mean to take action and make an attempt on the life of the head of state?" The answer is no. Prosecutors argue the group's plans were entirely aimed at seriously disrupting public order through intimidation and terror, and that it existed well before the Yellow Vest.